So, came across this story and was really shocked to see Gerard Butler in it. Has he done anything in years? If you don't know who he is, I think everyone really knows him from playing Leonidas in the movie 300, which is an excellent movie if you've never seen it. Just came out on 4K recently. You should pick it up. It's a fantastic movie. Not very historically accurate, but a really good movie. But I was watching this like, man, is this where he's at now? Is he doing anything else? I haven't seen him in anything. But anyway, what's going on here? So, Windhoek Lager. Never heard of this beer. I don't know if it's in North America or not, but apparently it does advertise itself in South America. I can say that because that's where the story starts. And there's a commercial here. Now, basically in this commercial, there's a couple of guys, and they're all enjoying their Windhoek lagers. And this guy says, "Hey, can I have a lime with this?" Which really, I don't think anyone has a problem with that. A lot of people like to enjoy lime with their beer. And then Gerard Butler turns around. He's sitting at the bar, and he says, "Hey, this is 100% Windhoek lager. You don't need a lime." And he does it with the little finger thing that guy's doing. And everyone stops and looks at the guy, and like they look at him like he's a wuss. And that's it. That's the commercial. He drinks the beer, decides that he does not need the lime, and everybody goes back to normal. Now, what they're trying to imply here is that this is toxic masculinity at work for shaming the man because he wants to have a lime with his beer. And apparently, that's enough to get your advertisement completely banned in other countries. Now, we don't have anything like this in North America. What we have are weirdos on Twitter. They basically do the policing of speech for everybody else. So if this were to come out here in North America, I would imagine like something like toxic beer would be trending or something. I just think this is silly because it's like, who cares? But there's like a whole regulatory board that bans stuff like this in other countries. And here it is in action. So a Windhoek ad has been banned for suggesting real men like Gerard Butler drink real beer. Now, personally, I've always been more of a mixed drink guy. My favorite drink is, of course, the rum and Coke, and I put a lime on that thing all day long. This is just a silly advertisement, honestly, just playing on some stereotypes. It's just fun. It's funny. Who cares? But they are trying to push this kind of stuff as doing real damage, okay? This is just a joke commercial. I don't think it was meant to be taken seriously. They're just doing this to sell the beer as a man's beer. That's what they're doing. And to be honest, it will work somewhat, I guess. It's just easy marketing to do because you're already playing on existing things. But these people take this very seriously. So let's take a look at this. It's not very long. South Africa's advertising regulator has banned an advertisement for Windhoek beer for suggesting that real men drink real beer. The beer brand did so by having a gentle-looking man succumb to the pressure of macho movie star Gerard Butler, who says the advertising regulatory board. By showing a man deciding against having a lime with his beer, Windhoek is entrenching toxic masculinity, the regulator ruled. The advertisement is a reprise of a nearly year-old television spot. So they remade it, basically. Honestly, like, who cares? I don't think anyone really takes this kind of stuff seriously. Like, I don't see this, and this doesn't make me want to run out and buy this to feel like a real man. Like I said before, I like mixed drinks. I don't really care for beer that much. There's some beer that I like quite a bit, actually. Like a Blue Moon beer, I think is pretty good. And there's some other stuff that I like, but it's not my go-to drink, to be honest. My go-to has always been cocktails and stuff, and I think those are really good and delicious, and that's what I like to drink. But if you like, a lager, awesome. These are how these beers have been sold forever, by pushing on this whole like man's man drink. That's kind of been the marketing strategy for these forever. What are they supposed to do now? Have them all sit around in like those Gucci dresses that were in that one thing and had them all going, "I love this beer." Like, I don't think that really has the same effect. That's not really going to work as well. But hey, it's all toxic now. The big thing is you just can't look like this. This is what they want to get rid of. Rugged dude looking tough in a leather jacket with a big tall beard, kind of rough hair, dirty look on him. Can't have that. Can't have a man's man anymore. That's got to go. It's all about tearing down that image, even if it's in a stupid advertisement like this. So let's take a look at some of the stuff they're saying here. Right here, the reality is that this is exactly the unspoken nature of the communication that makes it particularly dangerous. The gender stereotype portrayed as so normal that it does not even require explanation, said the ARB. They took issue with both the entrenchment of the role as men as having to behave in a certain way and the entrenchment of male behavior that is bullying and what has come to be labeled as toxic masculinity. The decision cites a clause in the ARB's Code of Advertising Practice that bans gender stereotyping or negative gender portrayal unless it is reasonable and justifiable in an open and democratic society based on human dignity, equality, and freedom. Heineken, the brewers of Windhoek, had argued its central character had ordered a lime out of habit, and when he tasted the Windhoek lager without the lime, his response was one of appreciation. He does not react with offense or shame. The advertisement is a minor update of a spot nearly a year old. And to be honest, the commercial does kind of play on some stereotypes, but it's like, who cares? Like, why is this such a big deal, right? To me, if you want my opinion, this is just another attempt to take down a man's man. Like, you look at how Gerard Butler looks, and then like that dude that I showed you that wanted the lime, there's a stark difference. And it seems like anytime you have a guy like this in something, it gets shamed or they try to get rid of it. They've been trying to scrub out this kind of character for a long time. I can't even think of a movie I've seen recently that has like that, stereotypical macho man tough guy in it anymore. Usually they have to break him down or make him cry or something. It's very strange. And to me, this just comes off as another way to try to snub this out. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, though. What are your thoughts on this? I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that, and subscribe if you're new.
Our time has come. For 300 years, we prepared, we grew stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.